Today, I'm thrilled to announce my plan to lower healthcare prices for all Americans and truly make healthcare affordable again. We're doing things that nobody's ever been able to do. We're calling it the Great Healthcare Plan.
Welcome to the Common Sense Tycoon, a channel dedicated to bankrupting the woke agenda one reality check at a time. Now, let's jump right in.
Instead of putting the needs of big corporations and special interests first, our plan finally puts you first. This proposal locks in the massive discounts on prescription drugs that my administration is achieving through our most favored nation drug pricing agreement.
Oh, I'm sure you heard all about this on CNN, right? I'm sure MSNBC is running non-stop coverage of the fact that Donald Trump just announced a plan to cut your drug prices by 90%. No, just crickets? Just punishment bad? Of course. Because while the media is busy hyperventilating about hashtags, President Trump just woke up, pulled a John Wick on the pharmaceutical industry and the insurance lobby, slapped a for sale sign on their foreheads, and handed the keys to you. Here's the thing, if healthcare pricing was a Netflix show, it would be Black Mirror. Because nothing about it is real, and somehow you're the one paying for it.
Next, my plan would reduce your insurance premiums by stopping government payoffs to big insurance companies and sending that money directly to the people. Obamacare was designed to make insurance companies rich. I call it the Unaffordable Care Act.
And let's pause right here, because he just said the magic words, the Unaffordable Care Act. Now, we need to remind everyone what this scam actually was. Do you remember the sales pitch? They told us, if you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. Lie. They told us it would lower family premiums by $2,500 a year. Lie. They told us it was about helping the poor. Ah, and that promise aged like milk in the Arizona sun. Here is the reality of what Obamacare actually did. It forced every American by law to buy a product from a private company. And if you didn't buy it, the government fined you. Now, what did you get for that money? Well, you got a bronze plan with a $7,000 deductible because nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, and that means you pay $500 a month for the privilege of paying for your own healthcare until you go bankrupt. It's like paying a mortgage for a house you aren't allowed to sleep in.
With billions of dollars in taxpayer subsidies that helped their stock prices skyrocket over 1,700% as you paid more money for healthcare every single year, more and more. The premiums went higher and higher. I want to end this flagrant scam and put extra money straight into the healthcare savings account in your name, and you go out and buy your own healthcare.
But wait, if you were losing money, someone had to be making it, right? This was not a healthcare bill, folks. This was a bailout. The government took your tax dollars, funneled them into subsidies, and handed them directly to the insurance giants. That is why, as Trump just pointed out, since this law passed, insurance company stock prices didn't just go up, they didn't just double. One insurance company even had their stock price skyrocket to more than 1000%. Think about that. While you were sitting at the kitchen table trying to figure out if you could afford insulin, the CEOs of United Health and Cigna were buying their third yard. Obamacare was designed to make them rich and you poor. And Trump is the first guy in 15 years to look at that chart and say, the party is over.
Mandates unprecedented accountability and transparency from insurance companies and all healthcare providers so that special interests can no longer profiteer at your expense. As the saying goes, sunlight is the best disinfectant. That is why my plan orders all insurance companies to publish rate and coverage comparisons in very plain English. It requires insurers to publish detailed information about how much of your money they're going to be paying out in claims versus how much they're taking in profits. In other words, you will be able to watch the scam. It forces them to release detailed data on how many claims are being denied and whether those denials are eventually overturned on appeal. And most importantly, it will require any hospital or insurer who accepts Medicare or Medicaid to prominently post all prices at their place of business so that you are never surprised and you can easily shop for a better deal or better care. And you're going to end up doing both. You're going to get a better deal and better care.
Have you ever looked at a hospital bill? It's like reading an IKEA manual, except at the end they charge you $400 for that Allen wrench. It's a joke. They charge you $80 for a single aspirin, they charge you $400 for a bag of salt water. Why? Where do these numbers come from? They are literally pulling them out of thin air. It is a rigged game where the rules are made up on the fly. You walk in blind, you get treated, and a month later they send you the bill that looks like your phone number. They know you can't shop around because they hide the price tag until after you have brought the product. If a restaurant did that, if they waited until you ate the steak and tell you it was $5,000, they would be shut down in a day. And honestly, don't expect the New York Times to print this on the front page tomorrow. They're too busy protecting the very special interests that Trump is trying to dismantle. That is why it is up to us. They have the corporate billions, but we have the numbers. So do me a favor, help break the blackout. Anyway, that is all for today, guys. Like and share this video. Comment down below your thoughts. Seriously, I want to know if you think Congress will actually let this pass or if they'll try to kill it. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.